welcome back to another video. Happy May. It's finally May. We're going into spring, summertime. The weather is getting warm. The sun is shining. Hopefully, things are going well for you guys. Finally get to rotate my tray for this month. If you want to check out a recap of April and see my thoughts and opinions on the fragrances I wore for that month, I will link the video down below if you want to check it out. No pressure, no obligation. If you just want to see, what I have in store for April, just continue watching. This month, I think I want to go a little more towards my sweeter floral fragrances. I've got a couple new ones that I haven't tested out just yet. And I've got a couple old favorites. So yeah, let's get started. My first one that I wanted to share, I think I showcased this one in one of my favorite rose fragrances, and this is Burberry Body, and this is the Tender Flanker. This is a great aromatic rose, fresh, slightly fruity floral, beautiful fragrance to wear for the springtime. I think I chose this one specifically because I predominantly love wearing this one when the weather gets warm. I think this fragrance shines when it's warm. There's a nice warm breeze around. You can see the little baby dent I got going on, and that was just from, I think, 2 springs ago, or maybe a springtime ago, whichever. But one of my favorite flankers from the Body line. I have the original Burberry Body, and that one is a little too heavy, I should say. It's a very heavy woody rose fragrance, but this one I prefer it because it's a lighter, fresher, more aromatic version of that scent. Next one that I have is relatively new to my collection. I think I purchased this one back in, I want to say, the fall, maybe early fall, late fall. This is Coach, and this is the Eau de Parfum. This is the original Coach signature. I have the Eau de Toilette version. Honestly, I have a lot of flankers. I have the Eau de Toilette, and I have the Wild Rose flanker. I've tried the, I believe, floral, and then the other one with the pineapple note. I can't remember, but I've tried quite a lot of them. I've never tried the original, funny enough. So I have this one. This one has a interesting raspberry and suede note. So that's what I'm pretty excited to try. Truth be told, I have had some issues with the note of raspberry in the past. I have tried a few raspberry fragrances, Dolce & Gabbana Parfum. There's another one. I think Ariana Grande's Thank You Next had a raspberry note, and I think I am just not a fan of raspberry. So I'm hoping that this one may change my mind. It is a very beautiful fruity floral fragrance with a suede or leathery dry down. It's quite a strong perfume. I had tested it a little earlier, and I can still smell it in my bedroom. So we'll see how I do with this one. I love the Eau de Toilette. I really do love the Eau de Toilette, so hopefully I love the Eau de Parfum version as well. Next one is a longtime favorite of mine. This is Chloe Love Story. This is one of my favorite Chloe fragrances. I think for anyone who has been watching my videos for a while, you know that I am a Chloe fan through and through. I love quite a lot of Chloe fragrances, and this is no exception. I love this one as well. This is a beautiful white floral. It's such a romantic, fresh, white floral fragrance. I believe there's jasmine and possibly neroli in the opening, but it's such a lovely, bright, clean floral fragrance that I think is amazing for springtime. I wore this when my husband and I went on vacation for our honeymoon, and this just gives me beautiful memories of when we went to Colombia. And I, this is a very biased, very, very biased um, review because I have such positive scent memories with it. But this is such a beautiful fragrance. I honestly, I wore half of this just on that trip, just on that week-long trip. I drank this up. So I can't wait to wear it again for May. It's such a cherished fragrance, cherished perfume of mine. So I'll be sad when I finish it. But still, beautiful, clean, white floral fragrance. Honestly, it really makes me think of a bride. Again, heavily biased. It makes me think of like a white, clean bride, with their beautiful gown and veil. It's such a lovely fragrance, and it really just evokes a romantic love story. I think they did a great job with that. Plus, look how cute this bottle is. It's in the shape of a locket, like those locking keys. Very cute. Bringing out another old-time favorite of mine. This is Burberry Brit, and this is the Eau de Toilette concentration. I am a Burberry Brit fan through and through. I have loved Burberry Brit for years. The Eau de Parfum and the Eau de Toilette. I love them both. This is a lovely, sweet, vanilla, slightly nutty fragrance. It tones down on some of that spice and nuttiness from the Eau de Parfum. It has almond and I believe lime in the opening. This one's toned down, amps up the sweetness. Like there's a lot more sweetness in this fragrance. It really makes me think of like a syrupy or like a sugary sweet vanilla syrup with like some candied lime. It's such a good perfume, and I'm crazy enough to have both the Eau de Parfum and the Eau de Toilette. That's how much I love Brit. And because it's been around for so long, like you can find this at any single discounter. I'm talking like Burlington, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Ross. You could get it online. It's a very affordable fragrance now, and still a very lovely, lovely perfume in my opinion. Next one I have is another longtime favorite of mine. I think this is going to be a very biased tray, but I what can I say? I love my spring florals, and I think this is the epitome of a spring floral fragrance. This is Bloom by Gucci, and I have loved this fragrance since since it was released back in like 2015, 2016. I just could never afford it, so I always had little samples anytime I would go to a Nordstrom or a Neiman Marcus around. And I don't go often, never had the chance, but anytime I would go, I would get a sample and I would fall in love every time. This is a gorgeous white floral fragrance. There's jasmine, there's some sort of honeysuckle note, a Chinese honeysuckle that's, I think they call it a creeper, a Rangoon creeper, and tuberose. Heavy on the tuberose. So you have to like white florals. Jasmine, tuberose, and honeysuckle, and that's it, just 3 notes. You have to like those 3. And it creates an amazing, sweet, almost heavy and heady floral fragrance. It's not the safest blind buy. I will say that. I can see that people would not like this because of how heavy it is on the florals. But the combination of that tuberose and jasmine creates a very interesting green, sweet, and slightly creamy floral to my nose. Really, keep in mind, this is all what I'm smelling to my nose. It really is like an interesting green, not indolic, but definitely a green jasmine, a sweet tuberose, and something creamy. And I'm guessing that's probably from that creeper, that Rangoon creeper, that honeysuckle note. I love Gucci Bloom. I have 2 other flankers from it, and to be honest, if I could, I probably would have like all the flankers from Gucci Bloom. That being said, I'm so excited to try this one for May. Well, not try because I've had the samples in the past, but I'm so excited to wear this one for May. Next, we have Clean Reserve Radiant Nectar. I'm a clean fan through and through, and I really like this particular scent profile. So here they classify it as a floral musk, and I really enjoy floral musky scents. This is very similar to Le Monde Gourmand's Fleur de Blanc, and very similar to Ariana Grande's God is a Woman. I had God is a Woman in my March tray, and that one is nice because it adds an interesting and slightly powdery vanilla note while being a floral musky scent. This one is cleaner, and I believe this one has an interesting, I think, was it a tobacco flower note? Some interesting floral note. But it's a beautiful scent, and I go crazy for this scent profile. Like, I don't care if I have 2 other fragrances that smell like this. I just really enjoy this type of fragrance. So definitely excited and happy to have this one in my collection, and I can't wait to wear this one for May. I thought I'd throw in a pretty easy, simple wear. This is Amazing Grace, and this is the Ballet Rose flanker. I have a, little tiny, I'm not sure if this is a tester, travel size, whichever you want to call it, but I got a little cute bottle here that I know I'll probably wear in like 2 days, but I like this scent profile. This is a very clean, sweet rose fragrance. If you're a fan of, that Chloe style, clean, soapy rose, then Amazing Grace Ballet Rose is a great affordable option. I bought this one at a discounter. I think I bought this at a TJ Maxx, or was it a Marshall's? Whichever. I have the soap and lotion. It came in a little set, so I figured I'll just wear this one, get my enjoyment out of it. Plus, I like those easy scents that you can just quickly spray on if you're gonna go run errands, and just something that you can refresh yourself with. Next one, I thought I'd do a little throwback and bring out Calvin Klein's Into You, and this is for her. Although I think this is a great unisex scent. This is a very nice aromatic vanilla fragrance. It has a very cool cactus note in it that gives it an interesting greenness to it. The vanilla is slightly powdery, and it has an amber quality as well. I think there may be an amber note. It's been a while since I last wore this one. I wore this last summer, probably in July or August or something like that. This is a great summer vanilla, but I wanted to wear it and test it out in the spring, see how this one performs. This is a great cheapie, great affordable vanilla. I think it smells quite sexy, while being very easygoing. Speaking of vanillas, I am putting this one on my tray to further test out. This one is kind of on the chopping block for me, and this is Alien Goddess by Mugler. Now, this is a very nice vanilla coconut fragrance. There's only 3 notes in this fragrance. I believe it's jasmine, coconut water, and bourbon vanilla in the dry down, which sounds really nice, although I just wasn't really impressed by it, especially for a Mugler fragrance. I like Mugler because of how bold they are in their fragrances, such as Alien, the original Alien with that jasmine note. Angel, oh my god, I fell in love with Angel. I had the Eau de Toilette for my fragrance in my March tray. Absolutely fell in love. This one, for an Alien flanker, I thought it was a little disappointing. It does smell good, but I don't know if it's, really worth keeping. Sorry, just kind of dust it off a little bit. If it's worth keeping. I know that my sister would probably like this fragrance, so I'm really just gonna test it out and see how I feel, if I still want to have it in my collection. If you can see like this little dent that's going on, that's from the last time I wore it, last summer. And I realized that I think I don't enjoy this fragrance in the summertime. I noticed that I'm not the biggest vanilla fan, especially when it comes to like these very sweet vanilla fragrances when it comes to the summertime. So I wore this probably back in July or August, and it wasn't for me. So hopefully, while it's still a little cool out, I'll test it for springtime and see how it wears. Sorry guys, I had to play a little bit of checkers here and move them around. Last but not least is another favorite of mine. This is Tocca. This is Simone. I don't have it. When I bought it, it didn't come with the little sticker up front to show the name and brand, but you know, I bought it quite discounted, so I'm not mad about it. Just because the sticker is missing does not mean that this fragrance does not smell good. This is a beautiful, beautiful watermelon and floral fragrance. And this perfume showed me how much I really like melon notes. Like I really love fruity florals, and especially perfumes with melon notes. This opens up with watermelon, and it has some creamy white florals in the mid, and it gives it such a beautiful, like almost candy watery sweetness. I think if you're the type of person who likes fragrances like Dolce & Gabbana's L'Imperatrice, you would like Tocca's Simone. They're not dupes. They're not at all very similar, but they have a similar floral, fruity, musky vibe to it. And I feel like I've said it in my previous video that I feel like Tocca is such an underrated fragrance house or fragrance brand. And even I am guilty of like forgetting about my Tocca fragrances, so that they kind of just sit there in my closet or sit there in my collection, collecting dust until I wear them again and I fall in love all over again. So I had a Tocca fragrance in my March tray, and I had to bring out another one for my, I'm saying March, I meant to say April, God, in my April tray, and I'm excited to bring it out for my May tray. And I think that's it for my perfume rotation for May. I'm pretty excited. I think, like, I'm actually really excited about this tray. Besides this one, she's on thin ice. She's on the chopping block here, so she better get her act together. But the rest of them, I love, absolutely love, and I can't wait to wear them. Let me know what you guys think. What are some fragrances? What are some perfumes that you're excited to try for May? Talk to me in the comments below. Give this video a like if you did like it. Subscribe if you want to. I always appreciate it. And I'll see you in my next one. Bye.